Hey everyone, Sparks back with another Etheria Restart video, and this is a tier list based on design. So I'm going to be rating all of the characters in Etheria Restart based on how they look. Now, this is just for fun. I want to preface this by saying that this is my personal opinion, so if I dunk on your favorite character, I'm sorry. It's my opinion, it's my tier list. Don't get too mad. Of course, my opinion is correct, but let's go ahead and get into it. So we got our standard tiers, S through D, and our first one here is Andrew Odd. He's kind of like the most generic robot-looking guy, but kind of cool-looking, so I'm going to put him in the C tier. And then Andrew Reason, I'm going to put him right next to it. I mean, it's literally the same thing, except he's got red lights instead of blue. I like the blue lights a little bit better, so I'll keep him towards the top. Next, we have Asu. Honestly, I think I might put him down here in the D tier. Almost more generic looking. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm going to try not to spend too much time on each character. Otherwise, this could be a super long video. Okay, so Bayantine. Bayantine, yeah, I'm going to put her as like a top of C tier here. I'm not like a big fan of her look. Born. I'm not really sure how this name is supposed to actually pronounce though. Born. I'm pretty sure it's Born. He's actually really cool. Vaguely like Anubis dog kind of theme to him, and he's got that like long spiky chain. Really cool design actually. I'm gonna put him up in the S tier. First S tier design. Big W's for him. Okay, Kachi. Oh, this is Kachi the guard. I mean, I don't know, generic little boy, not really that interesting. He's got like bear ears or something. I'm going to put him down here in the D tier. Then we have normal version of Kachi. I actually like him slightly better than Kachi the guard for looks, but again, he's going down here in the D tier. Okay, then we have Selene. I'm going to go with Selene. Excuse me for butchering a lot of these names. She's pretty cool. Not a great unit. I pulled her, unfortunately, but really nice design. I'm going to put her up here in the A tier. I like her dress. I like the colors. Overall, really solid, beautiful design. Okay, then we have Chiaki. I think she's a C tier as well. We're going to put her down here. And then we have Chiaki the Echo. She's got a violin. She's kind of, I'm going to put her just above her other form over here. I kind of like the musical theme, but again, kind of mid. Apparently I don't like pink-haired girls. I don't know, just a coincidence. And then we have Dinah. Now, Dinah is actually one of my favorites. Dinah looks so cool. She's got all these like floating red swords and just a really like thin, tailored kind of look to her with the cape. Kind of like girl version of Alucard from Castlevania. I really like her. I'm putting her up here in the S tier, actually even above Born. I think, yeah, top tier design. Okay, Didding. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna put him down here in the D tier. I don't know. You know what? Maybe even. I don't know. I don't like his design. Okay, Doki Doki. This is possibly my favorite character in the game. One of the best characters in the game. I'm going to be trying to re-roll for her when the game actually launches, officially in June. We are currently in beta. Try out the beta. And then when we're really close to launch, I'm going to do a more real tier list based on actual power level. So Doki Doki will be up here in S for sure for power level. And she's going up here in S for design. Trying to move her over here to #1 spot. There we go. Yeah, a bit of a spicy design, but not like over the top as well. Kind of a fun sort of cyberpunk looking kind of like really unique design. I like the short kind of like bob haircut, the like mix of like sheer material and then like different textures. The orange is really nice. The sort of like tanned skin. Yeah, Doki Doki is doing it. Okay, who is this? Oh, Dorothy the Wisher. Little girl with goggles. Kind of cute, actually. Nothing great. I'm going to put her at the top of C tier. Kind of a pretty decent design. And then Dorothy, her normal version, I'm going to put her... I don't know. I don't kind of like the yellow hood with like the horns or whatever they are. Look kind of weird. This is the first one where I'm not going to keep the versions together. I'm actually going to put this maybe at the bottom of C tier. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. Fangus, on the other hand, Fangus looks pretty badass. I like the mask, like the quadruple eyes, the like really high collar, pretty cool. Nothing amazing, but I think he's going to be our first B tier character. This is a really solid design. I think it's cool. Freya. All right, Freya is the first Rate Up banner character, and she looks amazing. She's got this kind of like slightly angelic look to her, super schmexy looking, and good colors and tones, kind of like a gradient of light pinks, a little bit of purple in there. She's got this like kind of fairy type staff, and she floats. Any character that floats automatically looks cool. It just like somehow floating, like hovering, not flying, but like hovering, just makes a character look more powerful automatically. And I'm gonna put her up here just below Doki Doki. Really good design. She's kind of got like not actual wings, but sort of like a split cape in the back that kind of looks like wings. Really solid design. I think a lot of people are gonna like her. I think she's gonna be very popular. Yeah, kind of just like, again, spicy but beautiful, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Okay, next character, Gray. Gray is another pretty solid design, but nothing like super great. We're gonna put him in the B tier. Good character, good free SR character, but yeah, design is solid. Heinrich. This might be a little controversial. He's one of the most powerful characters in the game, and so I feel like he probably just has a lot of fans because of this. I don't like his design. I feel like he has too much going on. It's kind of like a weird, busy design. I don't like the like weird laser reticle thing going around his head. Like if it was just over his eye, that would be cool. I don't know. And then he's got like a hood, but not a cape or jacket. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm going to put him down here, kind of like mid C tier. I don't know. Hellkid, a little generic, but not bad. We'll put him at like the top of C. It's okay. Okay, Hoyan. Hoyan is pretty nice looking. I think we'll put her kind of like mid B tier here. I kind of like her hairstyle. She's got kind of a nice coy smile, the midriff. I'm kind of almost talking myself into putting her up into a higher tier, but I don't know. We'll keep her there in B tier. Okay, Kazuyo the Reverie. Kazuyo the Reverie. I don't know. Generic girl with pigtails. She's got the baseball cap. Actually, you can't see it in this little icon image. So kind of cool. I don't know. We'll put her. I don't know. It's just. It's nothing to write home about. We're gonna put her kind of towards the top of C tier, I think. All right. Her other form, we have normal Kazami. Just kind of like a more generic looking version of her without glasses. Maybe here. We're gonna put her down here. Okay, this guy is pretty cool. What is his name? I forget. Let me double check. What is this guy's name? Chloros. Chloros is pretty badass. He's got this big, like, kind of like mummified bird. He's got like the belts wrapped around him. He has the bandages across his face. He honestly reminds me a lot of the death birds in Elden Ring with his like bird that he brings with him. He uses a big scythe, really badass. I'm gonna put him up here in the A tier. Solid design. He looks really cool. He's kind of an annoying character to be honest, but he looks super dope. Okay, Klaus. Klaus is a character that I am considering using for my guaranteed summon. I used her as my guaranteed summon here in the beta. I probably will end up doing Tiamat just because Tiamat's pretty busted for the real game, but she's very good. She's a very good PvP unit. She also pairs well with Doki Doki. But anyway, this is not power level. This is her design. Solid design, but not amazing. I think she's pretty cool though. I think we're gonna put her here. Like, just a good solid design, sort of towards the top of B. Okay, Kraken. Kraken, another really good SR character. Design-wise, he is cool. He's got some, some flair to him, a little bit of swag. He's wearing like a double-breasted suit, but it's like, open with the wide lapels. I like his glasses. He's pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. But again, still not like super exciting. So we're gonna put him here, I would say, in the B tier. Leanne, I just made a full guide and review of Leanne. Link to that video in the description below. She's a pretty interesting character and also a free SSR. So definitely check out that video if you haven't already. See if she's worth investing for you or not. But as far as the design goes, decent. I think she is attractive for sure. She's got the flower in her hair. Despite what you might think with these characters down here, I don't have anything against pink hair. But again, it's nothing like amazing. I'm going to put her here in the B tier. Okay, Lily. Wait, is this Lily? Yes, Lily. Possibly the best character in the game. Probably not top 3 character. She's very good. Design-wise, though, I don't like it at all. I'm not going to lie. She's got this kind of like magician-themed, kind of like card-dealing witch kind of look to her. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad design, but I just don't like it. I'm going to put her down here. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I'm probably going to get flamed in the comments for that. Okay, who's next? Lilith. Lilith, I don't know. Younger sister character archetype. She's got like a flight attendant hat on. Kind of whatever. I don't know. I'm going to put her here next to Lily. Okay, here we have, I think this is our free SSR healer that we can get after accomplishing events. Very strong healer. Linglo is also a really good design. Kind of gives me, oh gosh, help me, comments. Precursor to Nier. What is the original series? She's got the flower in her eye. That's going to really bother me. Help me. Drakengard. Okay. Anyway, all that aside, I like the design. I really like it. It's not actually a flower, but kind of like a flower-looking thing over her eye. The dress looks really good. I like the kind of like high collar, but then with like the open neckline, the blue hair. Overall, she looks really good, and I think she's going to go here in the top of A tier. Who is next? This guy's Marvel. Okay, a really solid SR. Pretty busted. Probably a top 3 SR character. It's very, very, very useful. Kind of like generic, like smart character with the glasses. You see this like sort of like, very like kind of square character design where they're just like, oh, the proper way to do this, whatever, and they're wearing their glasses. But I don't know, he's a little generic. I'm gonna put him down here, kind of like C tier. Now Messiah, this guy is badass. This is a really badass design. Again, any character that floats automatically looks badass. He's got this giant sword that would be completely absurd and impractical in real life, but it looks amazing in a fantasy setting. He's really, really cool. In a way, it reminds me of Gilgamesh from the Fate series, although I don't really know why he doesn't look that much like him, but he's really cool. I'm a big fan. I'm going to put him up into the S tier, right here. Yeah, Messiah's badass. Also, probably the highest power attacker in the entire game, and he can become invulnerable. He's really cool. But just design wise, he's just really badass and an interesting character in the story as well. Okay, Mia, little lolly flower girl, also very like, I don't know, samey color palette. Like, I don't know, she looks kind of like very 2D. Oddly enough, like blue and yellow are like complementary colors. But I don't know, mixing the green in there, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it. I'm going to put her down here in the D tier. Possibly the worst design. Yeah. We're going to go with that. Okay. Number 41. Probably the spiciest, lowest ranked character we have. Also, it plays some interesting roles in the story, too. And got the E-leg haircut. We're going to put her pretty high, actually. I think she's going to go here into the B tier. Yeah, design way higher than her rarity level. Okay, then we have this like train conductor guy. Old man train conductor. Kind of mid. Nothing to write home about. I mean, I don't know. Like it's literally just a train conductor. I'm going to say... I mean, okay, I'll give him points for being an old man. You don't see that many old man characters. So let's bump him up a little higher. We're going to go middle of C tier. Because, you know, old man. I guess that's kind of badass. Okay, Oboro. Oboro is really cool. I'm a big fan of her. I wish she was better. I think her design is really, really cool. I wish you could see more of her picture in this image here. But she looks really cool. Look her up in game. I'm a big fan. She's got a cool haircut. She's got a cool sword. She's got a cool jacket. Everything about her is badass. We're going to put her maybe towards the top of A tier. Okay. What is this guy's name? Rou. Rou? He's got some horns, I guess. That's cool. A cool jacket. He's decent. We'll go... maybe top of C tier. We'll go top of C tier, I think. Okay, Shark Boy over here reminds me of that guy from the Akatsuki in Naruto. But anyway, every now and then you see these kind of like Shark Boy characters in various shows and games. I'm not really a fan of it, honestly. I think he's kind of goofy, and I'm going to put him, I don't know, down here towards the bottom of C tier. It's whatever. All right, little pink-haired girl with cute little animals. I'm going to give her points for having cute little animals. That's going to bump her up. Still not a big fan of it, though. I'm going to put her kind of like towards the middle of C tier here. All right, these are some cool designs. Okay, so this one is Rin the Unbowed. She is pretty cool. It's like a Oni take on like the schoolgirl, but she's kind of like the rebel. Like she's wearing like the black leather jacket and has like the collar necklace. I like it. One of the horns is like kind of cut off. I think it's pretty cool. We're going to put her... maybe up here towards the top of B tier. Okay, so now then we have normal Rin. This one I would say is definitely not as good as her other version over here. A little bit more leaning into the traditional schoolgirl look. It is still kind of cool. Again, we got like the kind of like devil take on it, but I would say looks noticeably worse than the other one. So I'm going to put her down here at the bottom of B tier. Okay, Rosa. Rosa is a really good look. I love like the strappy, like slightly BDSM-y look. The hair is cool. She's got like the Cruella de Vil white streak in it. A big coat with the high stockings. Really solid design. Some people would wish that she wasn't wearing the coat, but honestly, I think it looks good. This is a really high tier design, and I'm going to put her, I'm going to say top of S, well, not top of S tier, like, we're going to go like kind of right here in the S tier. Very, very good design. Very good design. Okay. Really good healer. I'm still using her as my main healer. She's extremely good in PvP. I was winning a match where I was like sure I had beaten all of them, and then she revived one of the enemy's characters, and then it was over after that. So really, really good character. Design wise, I don't know. She's got like an eye patch, long green hair. You don't see green hair that often, so I'm gonna give her slight points for that. But I don't know. We're going to go put her like towards the top of C here. Okay, last row of characters to include. We have a blue-haired girl, Sonia Withered Shadow. Very sim kind of looks to Sonia, but I'm going to put her, I don't know, right below her other form. It's okay. I like the other one a little bit better. Okay, so here we have Sybil, one of the first characters you start with. Pretty generic looking girl. It is a clean, decent design, but very simple, kind of generic. And so I'm going to put her maybe... Ooh, you know, I'm kind of talking myself into a better design. I'm going to put her here. Yeah, okay. Tiamat. Tiamat is one of the best characters in the game and is also a really cool looking character. And she can transform into like a like humanoid dragon look. Even her normal look is really cool. I love this kind of like the thing she has in her hair, the long spear, the flowing coat. This is like a perfect example of a badass female character without making them sexualized. Like, she looks really cool, and her transformation is even more cool. Anytime you see a character that can transform, like, that automatically makes them cooler, right? And I think she's going to deserve to be the top of A tier. Not, there's still like better looking designs, but still, she's very, very good. I'm going to put her at the top of A tier. Okay. Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi looks nice, solid design, but nothing like super memorable. We're going to say, put her here, kind of like mid B tier. Pretty good design. Okay, then Suomu. I'm not going to lie, I don't think I've ever seen this guy. Kind of interesting look. He's got like a scar on his face, or like something going across his face, one horn, that like really high collar on the jacket, kind of badass looking. I'm gonna put him kind of like mid B tier. I like it. Pretty unique, actually. Okay, Turandot, not the best character, but peak design. Absolutely peak design. I'm gonna put her all the way up here into the S tier. Not like the best design, but like even just like the poses they put her character in, the mask, the like leather pants, the like orange hair, like I don't know, everything about her theme is super cool. She's like in this like underground fighting ring when you meet her. Really badass character design. I like it. Okay, this is a character you can get from like as a free like reward for your first time purchase. Valerian. She's pretty cool. I like the haircut. I like that it's blue with the streaks of white. She's got the like spiky collar, the like top with the shirt. I don't know. Everything's pretty cool about her. I think she's gonna go bottom of A tier. I wish she was a better character because it's a really good design. Okay, Veronica, possibly the most risque character in the game. She's definitely pretty schmexy. I love me some fiery redheads too. That said, overall, I'm actually not a huge fan of her design. She looks good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like knowing my history with characters I like in other games, like Nihilist or whatever, you'd expect me to be like putting her way up here. But even though she looks good, I feel like her design isn't as strong as it could be. I'm still going to rate her pretty high, but not crazy. I'm going to put her like top of B tier. This is probably a really hot take. I think the majority of the player base would put her way up at the top. I don't know. Again, she's spicy. She looks good, but I don't know. Design is still like just not quite making it. And some of these, just the characters look so cool. She's not quite making it there. But some good fan service, I guess. Okay, Vice. Vice is cool. This is one of these like really low rarity kind of generic guys. But I think with like the mechanical looking Oni mask, something about that is really badass, combined with like the vest and the collared shirt. I actually think is really cool. I'm gonna put him kind of like maybe. I mean, in the end, he is a little generic looking, but I'm gonna put him into the B tier right here. Yeah. Okay, then we have just like a chonky boy robot. I don't know. I'm going to put him actually. I'm going to put him here. Yeah. All right. Who is next? Viper. I don't really like this guy's design. I don't know. He's kind of weird. I don't really like that. Like his hair kind of looks like insect antennas or big eyebrows. I think he has a tail too, if I remember. The chest tattoos. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm going to put him down here into the D tier. Yeah, not great. Okay. Zaida or Zayda. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Jada. It's Xiada. She is a like demon fox spirit kind of character. I'm a fan of fox girls, but instead of going with kind of the traditional like red, orange, and white kind of theme, she has sort of a blue, purple kind of theme to her. I like the way they designed her top. Again, with kind of like the high collar, but also it's kind of like the bustier. Also got like the sunglasses. When she attacks, she brings out the big like demon fox. It looks really cool. Not a super like unique concept, but I think it's done really well. And again, just looks really cool. And I'm going to put her kind of like A tier here. I like her a lot. Okay, last character, Yang. Coward here, hanging out hiding with his dog. But honestly, kind of cool. I think any characters that have like assistants or like pets or animals with them kind of makes them a little more interesting, a little more unique. And we're going to put him kind of like bottom of B tier here. All right, those are my ratings. Let me know why I'm wrong. What do you disagree with most? I'm sure like everyone thought I made a million wrong takes there, but just this was all for fun. That's how I rate the design of these characters. Again, check out my review and guide of Leanne in the description below. Make sure to subscribe for more Etheria Restart videos, and I will be making a power level tier list close to launch. It is on June 5th, and right now you can download the beta. I'll put a link to the official website down below so you can participate in the beta. You still have a few days left to do that, and I will see you guys in the next video and on stream.